Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're talking about corporate greed, cost of living crisis, or no, in fact, actually we're talking about the corporate greed. So there are the people that keep telling us that, well, unfortunately our packet of crisps have to be shrinking in size and grammage. Our multi-pack chocolate bars are losing some chocolate bars from them. Our quality of chocolate diminishes to the fact we can't actually even call it a chocolate. Our recipes mayonnaise changes for a better value recipe, apparently because it's better for you. But at the same time, we get fed all of this nonsense just to let us know, well, this is all happening because of the cost of living crisis, cost of raw ingredients, and many other things that the big corporations are keep telling us. What they're not telling us, that whilst me and you buying our products with the diminished qualities and diminished quantities, their profits are rising horrendously. And I do mean horrendously. In many cases, those companies actually make not millions, but actually billions. Right, so anyway, last time I've done a video where we talked about the shitflation that I call it, where we discussed certain things. I did say to you I'm going to be making a video, follow-up video, where we're going to be talking about other things that have changed in value, let's say, or change in the quality of food. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information on that. Just, of course, many of you emailed with the certain things that you've noted been happening, because it all seemed to be happening really quietly. They reduced the quantity of ingredients or quality of the ingredients without often letting us know. But at the same time, at the end of the video, we're going to be talking about the profits, the horrendous amount those greedy are making whilst changing us as a customer. So I'm going to give you some idea of things that have been cut, okay, in terms of the quality. So for example, we have Tesco's finest pork sausages. They now reduced their pork content from 97 to 90%. So we've got less meat, more fillers. We've got Morrison's guacamole, 150 grams. It reduced their avocado content from 80 to 77%, okay, and replaces with other cheaper ingredients. It might not sound a lot, but just imagine this across the massive production line, how much money they're actually saving and how much other nonsense they're adding on to our food. Next, we've got the Morrison's, the best lasagna al forno, 400 grams. They reduced the beef content from 30 to 26. We've got Sainsbury's Taste the Difference lasagna for 400 grams, beef content reduced from 28 to 26%. We've got the Tesco's beef lasagna, 28 to 26%. We've got some other beef lasagnas from 23 to 19%. Texaco Tex-Mex chicken enchiladas, 27% of chicken gone down to 20% of chicken. Waitrose curry, okay, reduced the chicken content from 47 to 41%. Yo Valley spreadable butter apparently reduced the butter content reduced from 54 to 50%. Bertolli olive oil, or oil spread, reduced their olive oil percentage from 21 to 10%. And this has actually happened across many of the brands. This is a massive cut down. Of course, the quality then, or the oils, will be replaced with the worse quality oils, which we don't want to consume. We've got the Aldi mayonnaise, replaced 9% egg yolk with a 6% egg and 1.5% of yolk. So total egg amount has obviously been reduced. Things like a Ribena blackcurrant squash, okay, they reduced the amount of blackcurrant juice and added more of the blackcurrant flavor. And the reason I'm only targeting a specific brands in here, because they're the ones actually going to be, we're going to be revealing the amount of money they make. It's, of course, it happens across many ranges, but this is just, honestly, you'll be absolutely horrified. Anyway, so we've got the Heinz beans with sausages, apparently switched to Richmond sausages. And the sausages now contain gluten, so basically contain wheat. So again, it's making it cheaper for them, and apparently, well, not so good for you if you're gluten intolerant. Flora spread, again, they've done massive cutback on the on what they're putting in there. They've got, again, I said the Bertolli, Morrison, Sainsbury's olive oil spreadables, again, reduced from 21 to 10%. Right, we've got, again, more guacamole that's experiencing same things from Tesco's. Aldi own brand milk chocolate bars reduced cocoa solids from 30 to 27% with more added dried milk. And the last one is the things like the apparently Special K have reduced or changed total formulation of their cereal, that they do taste different because they include different grains. Nonetheless, that just gives you a rough idea, okay? And many of you commented there's loads, and I couldn't unfortunately go through all of them to the what they're changing. They're changing and they're taking away the meat content from our meats, or the meat included like ready meals or sausages. They're basically cutting corners left, right and center. But apparently things are really, really tough. You would think those companies are going to be struggling to make some profit, wouldn't you? Things are tough, people not spending so much. But after cutting corners, yet they are still really raking them in. Right, so I've got the biggest companies, okay, and all the information is taken from the annual reports, okay, the company's annual reports, which are readily available online. They are from 2024 because obviously it's the year is not finished. So nonetheless, okay, kick off with a few. So we've got the Nestle, obviously the ones that make Kit Kat, Nescafe, Maggi, Purina, Nesquik, right? I'm not gonna go with the turnover, I'm just gonna go with profit, right? So those people made, okay, 10.9 billion in profit. And they're the ones that cut in the quality of your chocolate coating on the Kit Kats and other chocolates. 10.9 billion. Okay, this is absolutely horrendous. So we've got the Unilever, which make like Hellmann's, Ben & Jerry's, Knorr, Marmite. All right, so profit of 11.2 billion. Okay, they are in euros. I give you that the figures are in euros, but nonetheless, the profits are pretty horrendous. Right, Mandela's, which are the company that makes Cadbury, Oreos, Toblerones, and they making a profit of 29 billion. Okay, 29 billion. So the Kraft, which is the Heinz company, obviously we know what they make, they're making a profit of 2.74 billion. Okay, that's a little bit more, a little less there. I wonder why. Maybe because their mayonnaise, it costs like a £5 a tub now or something. Anyway, who knows? Apparently Associated British Foods, which is who make Kingsmill bread, Twinings tea, Ovaltine and some Jordan cereals, they've got profit of 2 billion. Okay, we've got the Premier Foods, they make Mr. Kipling cakes, Oxo cubes, Bicester gravy. Some of you actually commented that Oxo cubes are no longer cubes, they've got indentations in them, which means that the amount of your cube would have been reduced by grammage. Nonetheless, they made a profit of 151 million last year. We've got the Cranswick PLC, which is Tesco's and M&S sausages. The revenue of 2.6 billion, but profit of 113 million. This is horrendous. They're the people that are taking your, how many percentage of meat out there? Reducing your meat content by 7% from your finest sausages so they can make themselves 113 million. That is absolutely amazing. Right, so we've got some other Barilla group. It says the Barilla pasta, Wasso crisp bread, some other random, apparently one of the biggest ones. They're making a profit of 142 million. We've got Danone, which make Activia, Evian Water, Aptamil. They have a profit of 2.26 billion. Pepsi company do the Walker's Crisp, Pepsi and Quaker Oats, that sort of thing. Profit of 9.1 billion. Okay. And again, I'm pretty sure a lot of you said that some of the Quaker Oats, especially little pots, have reduced in grammage as well. The Coca-Cola company, obviously they're making all the fizzy drinks at a horrendous price and full of rubbish. They're making a profit of 10.7 billion. Okay, we've got the Mars, right? The Mars Group, they do all the chocolates like Galaxy, Whiskas and Pedigree as well. Revenue of 50 billion. Okay, this is in dollars, but nonetheless, that's a horrendous amount. General Mills, we know they do Haagen-Dazs, Al Del Paso, Cheerios. They got profit of 2.4 billion. Then we've got the Heineken, obviously they do the beers and that. They've got 2.32 billion. And then some other beer one, they do the Stella Artois, they got 7.7 billion. Right, they are drink ones, but not particularly relevant to what my window is all about. But you can see, right, those companies, okay, they make a horrendous amount of money. They are, again, if we're taking the drinks aside, okay, they are some of the biggest companies. They're the ones that dominate the shelves of food. I'm not even really going to be calling this food because none of it really is food. It's just nonsense. They're full of chemicals and random things, but they're making it worse. And what really hurts, right? Well, we as people generally struggle now with the cost of living. I appreciate a lot of the stuff we don't have to buy, like chocolates and crisps. This is not the point, okay? People are struggling to make ends meet, be it with the bills and then trying to find food. So if somebody finds a little joy in a little Kit Kat, then so be it. But the point is, they keep telling us that things are becoming smaller and things, going up in price because things are happening and, the raw ingredients cost more money and of course, fertilizers. It's all kind of linked together. It's a system. Everything is going up, but everything is going up including their profits, okay? And the same thing is like a whinge I had about, you know, the Tesco's forever putting the prices up, and they're making, again, 3.2 billion profit, and the Tesco's CEO makes 6 million. 6 million as a bloody wage, right? That's including the shares, stocks and shares, but 6 million. This is a horrendous amount. This is when me and you have to go and compare the tins to find the best one, the cheapest one with the best ingredients. This is a joke, okay? Should not be happening. We should not be just so ripped off by those companies in the name of them telling us everything's gone up in price because of the raw ingredients and everything else, while they make billions, okay? This is absolutely horrendous. And the point was of the video then, and the point is now as well, for us to understand that we need to stop feeding those greedy with buying their foods, right? If something go to the point where it's shrunk in size, diminished in quality of food, and then doubled in price, then it's time to say no. Because if we continue doing that, they will be continue making their millions and billions, whilst we're going to be paying our hand-on cash for something that is no longer food. Or you're going to be basically having nothing. You're going to be having one Kit Kat for £5, and you're going to be happy because that is all that's available. So anyway, guys, there we are. As I promised, I'll bring you those figures out so we can chew on that and actually understand how horrendous the world we currently live in. So anyway, I do hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget, thumbs up, share this out, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.